people's identity might be changing because Elon Musk is going to turn us into cyborgs. Musk has just announced the first implantation into a human being of a Neuralink chip. Neuralink is the technology that Musk has been working on for a long time and made a big leap forward in it about 3-4 years ago. Said, okay, we've got the chip, we're doing tests. Still, a lot of people were skeptical it would ever go into a human. Well, now we've got a chip in a human. The chip is the size of a quarter. The chip sends out brain signal data to an app. The app decodes the data and translates it into actions, meaning you can control devices with your thoughts. People who are, say, extremely paralyzed, not just they have trouble moving around, like they're just totally paralyzed, they might be able to communicate. They might be able to communicate faster than you can communicate. This kind of technology could help the paralyzed communicate. It could help the blind to see. It could help the deaf to hear. And it could meld human beings with robots and open us up to hacking our own identities or being hacked by, the Chinese Communist Party or something. Back in 2021, Elon Musk said that once Neuralink develops, you could probably save your brain like a video game. Like, right now it's, late January of 2024, save. Okay, and then, you keep living, a month or so, and then God forbid something happens to you. Okay, well, you already saved the file. So you're going to lose your memories from February 2024, but you got the file, and you can just reanimate yourself, and you'll basically be you. You'll lose a few memories, but you'll be yourself, whatever you means. That's what he promised, and he does seem to be achieving a lot of his transhumanist goals. So is this good or bad? Some people saying this is awful, we kill it, shoot the technology, we don't want this, it's going to bring on the end of the world and destroy humanity. Some saying, well, what's the matter with you, you're a Luddite. This is a way to help people who are severely disabled to be able to live better lives. Which is it? Well, that's the distinction. I think you've hit on it. That is the distinction. If this technology is used to restore the functioning that is proper to human beings, if it is used in a way that is medicinal and therapeutic, then it could be a good thing. If, however, the technology is used to augment humanity, to transform humanity, not to fix a problem, but to create a new type of human, then I think that's probably very, very bad. You can think of it as the difference between adoption and surrogacy. Adoption is a beautiful, wonderful thing because it extends through grace and charity the ability to fix a problem, the problem being a child born out of wedlock, a child who potentially could have been killed through abortion, a child who is without parents. Then the child gets parents, and that fixes a problem. It's a beautiful, charitable, graceful act. Surrogacy is when you breed babies and treat human beings as commodities and sell them on the open market. Very, very bad. It's like the difference between a dog shelter and a breeder. Except there's nothing immoral about breeding puppies. There is something immoral about breeding humans. Humans are different from puppies. Humans are morally significant creatures. And if you augment humanity through this new technology such that it's unrecognizable, well, you may have just abolished humanity. You might be committing an immoral action on that immoral creature. That's it. And the problem right now is the way Elon Musk talks about it. It's a little bit of both. Which is it? Well, the answer is going to be that we need a lot of regulation on this. Industry regulation would be good. Self-regulation from the companies developing this, I guess it's mostly Elon, and government regulation. I know words you're not supposed to say if you're a right-winger, but when we're talking about, abolishing man, when you're talking about transcending Homo sapiens and turning Homo sapiens into Homo Deus, God-man, as Yuval Harari, a darling public intellectual on the left, suggests, then I think you need a little regulation. On this issue of the U.S. getting more or less involved in the war in the Middle East, there is, oddly enough, a consensus now. You've got most of the GOP base saying, no, thank you. You've got some of the prominent GOP players saying, no, thank you. You've got a lot of the left-wing base, probably most of it, saying no thank you. You even have a host on MSNBC, maybe not openly, but when she gets caught on a hot mic on her own show, Joy Reid on MSNBC, you hear what she really thinks about Joe Biden's response to the Middle East.
Over the weekend, President Biden said he's ready to take action if Congress is serious about solving the border issue.
If that bill were the law today, I'd shut down the border right now and fix it quickly. And Congress needs to get it done.
Starting another war. Still trying to kill the deal.
Starting another effing war. This happens sometimes. When you're on air, you cut to a clip, and then you think your mic is cut. So let's say, I say, all right, I could have done it during this clip. You cut to the clip, and then, I don't know, I need to blow my nose. Or I need to go yell at Professor Jacob or producer Mr. Ben Davies, or whatever I'm going to do, right? You do it, and then you hope you're all, but sometimes they leave the microphone on. And beautifully here, she's expressing her real feelings about Joe Biden right now. This is a Democrat hack. Joy Reid is as Dem hack as it gets. She's going, here we go, Joe Biden again, starting another effing war. This guy driving me crazy. I'm going to pull my hair out. I hate this guy. Everyone is sick of Joe Biden. Everybody. Your uncle, your coworkers, the Republicans, the independents, even the big libs on MSNBC. The guy is in trouble. He's begging Taylor Swift to campaign with him. Bad shape. That's very good news for Donald Trump, especially because Donald Trump remade the GOP in a lot of different ways. And he didn't, make a hard break from history, a total destruction of the GOP, as all the squishes and the never-Trumpers want to say. Actually, what Donald Trump did, in as much as he changed the GOP, was to restore it to what it had always been. The GOP, for most of its history, was skeptical of foreign intervention, was cautious in the use of military force abroad. That changed a little bit with the neocons toward the end of the 20th century and the early 21st, but most of the time was pretty restrained, up to and including Ronald Reagan, saying, no thanks, we don't need to be in Lebanon. On tariffs, the GOP was founded on tariffs. It was a protectionist party for most of its history. Even when the free traders took over at the end of the 20th century, you still had massive steel tariffs coming up under Ronald Reagan. You still had George W. Bush raising tariffs. And then obviously Trump makes it a big deal. On immigration, GOP had always been restrictionist until the squishes got control at the end, and they said, we need unlimited migration. It's just got to be legal, and we can give amnesty to all these illegals and what. So Trump restored it. The war part is really big, though. The GOP, the conservatives, were more restrained in their foreign policy. And that's the popular position right now. They told me, if I voted for Trump in 2020, we would get another war in the Middle East. And they were exactly right. I voted for Trump in 2020, we got another war in the Middle East. This is a huge winning issue for Trump right now. Sorry, for the Republicans and the presumptive Republican nominee, who's obviously Donald Trump. Major losing issue for Joe Biden. Don't believe me? Take it from the horse's mouth. That horse being Joy Reid on MSNBC. That was a great clip, huh? Now, hold up, ring that bell, subscribe to the Michael Knowles YouTube channel. See you next time.